Hey, this is Roger from Tail Gunner Kennel in Mankato, and I'm sitting here with a buddy of mine, Brandon Reichel, here from Mankato. Brandon's actually the owner of Echo Lake Outfitters in northern Saskatchewan, Canada. And what we're going to do today is we're going to tag team here a little bit on some dog training. And we're using a dog over here by the name of Clyde. And Brandon's going to be doing some calling. I've got my assistant Sean over here who's going to be throwing some marks for us and shooting a blank gun. And Brandon's actually going to be blowing a line of duck calls out of southern Indiana. So what we're going to do first is we're going to throw one single mark and have Clyde make the retrieve. So I'm going to cue my handler to throw the mark after Brandon blows his duck call here a little bit. So go ahead, Brandon. Clyde, back. Good boy, here. Heel. Good boy, sit. Good boy. Good boy, give. Now, what we're going to do, that's a very simple process that we need to be able to teach a dog to do. Now, obviously that was a short retrieve, but it's real important that the dog stays steady in the boat, is steady to gunfire, and is steady when we're talking and having a communication here in the boat, blowing duck calls, talking. We've got to make sure the dog is completely calm and quiet. Now we're going to have our assistant throw a double. He's actually going to throw 2 marks, he's going to fire 2 times, and we're going to send the dog out to make 2 retrieves. So again, I'm going to have Brandon blow his duck call. I'm going to cue my handler. Back. Here. Heel. Sit. Back. Back. Good boy. Here. Heel. Sit. Good boy. Give. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to simulate a report. What's going to happen is Brandon's going to blow the duck call. We're going to get 2 shots. Sean's going to throw 1 mark. As the dog's making the retrieve and coming back to me, he's going to throw a 2nd mark behind the dog. And this is going to allow the dog to make transition into blind retrieving. He's not going to actually see both marks fall at the same time. Okay, go ahead, Brandon. Sit. Back. Here. Sit. Back. Good boy. Here. Heel. Sit. Give. Now those are simple enough drills that you need to teach here on the ground. And when your dog has mastered this at a short distance, you can go ahead and work at longer distances, have the marks thrown deep of the decoys or left or right of the decoys. But eventually you need to make the transition to water. You need to be able to set this same thing up on the water and have your dog jump out of the boat, go out and make the water retrieve, come back into the boat and deliver. But it's important that you work with your buddies, you get some gunfire involved, blow your duck calls or goose calls, making sure that the dog is comfortable around all the sounds and all the sights of everything that's going on in the duck blind. Again, this is Roger Hess and Brandon Reichel from Echo Lake Outfitters and Tail Gunner Kennel of Mankato.
Here I am, out on the road, 18 wheels, 40,000 pounds.